Hi, this is Dr. Teresa Dale on Natural Health Radio, and we are live on Facebook right now. Come and join the party. We're going to be talking about diet. We're going to be discussing a new diet that I have created to help people who are sensitive and allergic to different kinds of natural foods, even vegetarian foods. And one of the things I want to talk about today is diet that contains a lot of leptins, Leptins. A lot of people are not aware that are eating all vegetarian and having health issues. They're not aware that simple things could be causing that. Okay, so we want to talk about eating certain foods that cause leaky gut. We want to talk about which are foods that contain leptin. And we also want to talk about new research related to toxins that are in meat, new toxins, things that cause diabetes and cancer and a number of other cardiovascular issues. So we want to bring all of this to a head today to communicate so that you know what to eat. And this is something that I deal with every day because I'm a certified clinical nutritionist and a naturopathic health provider for almost 40 years. And I'm always looking for research, new things to help humanity. And first of all, I have so many customers and so many patients who come to me and say, I eat vegetarian, I'm sick, or I'm eating vegan and I'm sick, and I'm wondering why that is. And oftentimes their diet consists of beans and rice, or they're eating a lot of foods, especially beans that have leptins in it, Leptins. And this is a fibrous coating that is responsible for causing leaky gut. So if you've been diagnosed with leaky gut, you need to remove leptins from your diet. And the greatest amount of leptins are in beans, whether they're soybeans or kidney beans or pinto beans, black beans. Even lentils have leptins in it. Now, a lot of the leptins that are in beans, okay, and all of these different kinds of beans, including string beans, okay, those leptins can be cooked out, but you have to cook the beans long enough in order to soften the leptins, but it doesn't do a complete job, but it does a better job. Okay, sometimes cooking with a slow cooker is not cooking them enough. So you need to make sure that your beans are cooked well. Now, many other foods have leptins in them, but the majority is in beans and grains. Okay, even a gluten-free diet, even though it's gluten-free, even those grains that don't have gluten in them can contain leptins. So we have to make sure that we know what we're doing when we're trying to make a change in our life and have a healthier diet. So what would I recommend? Well, first of all, you can buy beans that are sprouted, or you can sprout them yourself. So by sprouting beans, we talked about whether it's pinto, black beans, chickpeas, all beans have an enormous amount of leptin, and that is proven to cause leaky gut, first and foremost. Okay, so we can eliminate them and try a diet of eliminating those things for a week and see how we feel. Okay, we can try sprouting them, and sprouting will make it less leptin. Very, very little leptin left if you use sprouted beans, and you can buy those already sprouted in a container in a health food store. Just look for sprouted lentils, sprouted beans. That would make it healthier to eat. So interesting thing is that grains, even if it's gluten-free, Okay, you think about, okay, I'm doing a good job of eating gluten free, but I still feel bloated. I still feel headaches. I still have a thyroid problem. See, leptins can be responsible for you're having a thyroid problem, for bloating, for headaches, for stomach pain, for constipation or diarrhea. So leptin is responsible for all of these things, including leaky gut. So we have to find an answer. The answer is not eating meat. The answer is in eating the right kinds of foods. Foods that do not contain leptin are vegetables. Your avocados are very, very good for protein. And we're going to talk about protein, plant-based protein as well today. And that's a really favorite topic of mine that I love to share. But we have to first understand that if we have leaky gut, if we have a lot of digestive issues, if we have a thyroid issue, if we have issues that we can't figure out why, try changing your diet, either eliminating beans and grains, okay, or trying them sprouted. The beans sprouted. Grains I haven't seen sprouted. Yes, I have. I've seen sprouted grains, but they sprout them in the seed form. And Ezekiel bread is one kind of thing that is a flourless, no flour, sprouted. Okay, that might be something to try and switch to if you're eating regular bread. Okay, having Ezekiel bread that is sprouted grains. So that cuts down on the amount of leptin, but you have to understand leptin is not a good thing, just like gluten is not a good thing. But even grains that are gluten-free have leptin in it. So we have to find a solution. And the solution, when you eliminate beans and rice, they do have protein in them. So you're eliminating a source of protein. But how do you make that up? Well, I'm going to give you the name of the foods that will replace and be a good source of protein for you, very, very healthy for you. And I'm going to provide you with the names of these 4 foods that can help your body tremendously and give you the protein that you need. And you can get that in also put it in a shake. You can put it in the Vitamix. You can add greens to these ingredients, or you can eat them as is. One of them is flax seeds. I would buy the blonde flax seeds, and I would get them milled, which is ground up, and I would put them in a smoothie. Okay. The other thing is that's important to have would be flax seeds, and then we have hemp, organic hemp, everything organic, by the way. And hemp powder is a phenomenal source of protein. Okay. And then you want to include, avocados. They're very, very healthy for the body, and it gives you good fats. All right. And the other thing you could entertain would be pea protein. That is a possibility as well, as you using pea protein, and spinach. Spinach is very good. So I would make a Vitamix smoothie with flax seeds, hemp seeds, avocados, and also we want to use spinach in it. And then we can put almond milk in it, or clean, purified water in it, or coconut milk, or coconut water. And so I would blend all of that up and put some, maybe some organic frozen banana, organic frozen mango. But my favorite, the healthiest, is organic frozen blueberries. Those they're very, very high in ORAC, ORAC levels, of the way that they measure healthy vibrationally and energetically healthy foods. So we want blueberries would be the best thing. So if you make that smoothie twice a day, you'll lose weight if you want to lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, maybe you'll lose a little bit more weight, maybe not. But what I'm saying is that is a protein smoothie that is imperative and much healthier for you than eating beans and rice as a protein. Okay? Because most vegetarians are looking for ways to get their protein. That's the way to do it, what I just said. Okay. And you can share this video so that other people will have this information. Make sure you tell your friends and your family. Now, something so very important that I want to share with you related to research that has been done with one of the worst things you could ever eat. And I'm going to tell you the worst thing that you could ever eat. There's two worse things, but they're in the same family. It's called red meat. And even organic red meat, the thing you need to know about organic red meat is that, very, very importantly, if an animal is sick, let's say it's an organically raised animal and it's sick, and they have to call a vet, and they have to treat all the animals that they have for that issue with antibiotics or hormones or whatever they put in there for whatever illness that animal had, even if it's an organic animal. So you are not getting 100% organic. Okay, there's no way. Plus, the animal is eating the grass, if it's grass fed and you have radiation on the grass. Plus, the animal may be eating food that is, even if it's organic, that could be mixed with GMOs, or GMOs could be flying all over the area that they're being grown in, and the next field may be a field of organically produced corn, and that is wafting over to what the cows eat. So one of the worst things that you can eat is red meat, and that is cow, pork, all of red meat. Okay, and they have recently done and completed some research indicating that red meat actually increases the amount of IGF-1 that you have in your body. That's insulin growth factor. And red meat is a part of the process of how the body creates diabetes. In other words, when IGF-1 levels are elevated, and then they have found that red meat is responsible for diabetes as well as, pork and beef. So because it actually contains and it adds to the amount of IGF-1 that you have in your body. And when you're elevated in that, cancer, diabetes, and other kinds of like heart disease, cardiovascular disease, it happens. Okay. And they have done research with this. So the worst thing you could ever eat is red meat. Okay. And you should really share this with other people, because even if it's organic, I found out what vets do. I do a lot of research for you, for me, for my patients. And it's clear that when a farm, when they're raising cattle organically, okay, and let's say everything's organic, okay, and let's say a cow gets sick. Well, not only that one cow gets treated, but all the cows there get treated for the disease, whatever the disease is, with antibiotics, with hormones, or whatever they're treating. So it's not completely organic. And I think that's something that most people need to know and are not told. And I'm happy to tell you this because it's the truth. And you need to know for your family. So I would avoid red meat like the plague. Moreover, I would also like to share with you that that the leptin we were talking about earlier, that's in even lentils, all beans, grains and cereals. Now, some fruits and vegetables have leptin in it, like eggplant and tomatoes have leptin in it, but not as much as eating beans, all beans. Okay. And so that is something that we need to consider. So, with these two things that I've given you today, avoid red meat. What do you want to eat instead of red meat? The answer is not chicken. That's not the right answer. The right answer would be to have a plant-based protein alternative and do that twice a day. Okay. And plus any vegetables that you're making, food that you're making to eat during the day, whether it's salads or whatever it is you're doing. But the answer is not chicken. That is also the same thing. If you have one chicken in a pen that's sick, they're going to treat the whole bunch of them because it's contagious, whatever they had. And so you're getting that even in organic food. Now, that is not disclosed. And it is not disclosed when you even buy organic meat, the health of that particular farm. Okay, it is not disclosed. So my feeling is at this point, with the way things are going, taking care of humanity, I would like to see everyone at least start a plant-based protein alternative in their diet. And we do that. There's a few things we talked about: having a Vitamix or a similar type of piece of equipment where you can grind and blend and make into a smoothie that's creamy and delicious. Flax seeds, hemp seed, avocado, okay, and spinach. You want to put those things together. And then you have a most nutritious meal, and it's drinking your meal, okay? So the hemp seed you can buy organic. Everything should be organic, including your avocados, and you can buy them year round in a health food store today. In most cities, not all cities, but in Whole Foods, they may have them most all of the time. And you can definitely go into Amazon and buy organic avocados these days because they own Whole Foods and they have access to everything, right? So we do see that people recover from health issues very quickly when they're eating a plant-based diet. We do see that a plant-based diet can reverse headaches, can reverse all kinds of health conditions. But if you already have a health condition, even more important that you take immediate action to take care of yourself, because your doctor is not going to basically tell you to do this. But this is what will make changes in insulin levels. This is what will make changes in your heart condition, in your brain functioning, in neurology. So we want to make sure that you get the flax seeds and the hemp seeds and the avocados and the spinach, you add them all together. And if you want something sweet, you can put organic blueberries in there. Make sure that they're cleaned off well, put them in there. If you need it even sweeter than blueberries, then take a little bit of organic stevia and put that in there. Okay, and then you can get it as sweet as you want without an aftertaste. So I feel that this would be one of the most important things for you to share with your family. If you're looking for a good gift to get somebody that you love, get them a Vitamix if they don't have one, or get them one from a shopping network that has Vitamix type devices that are half the price. You might want to check HSN, Home Shopping Network. I don't own them, work for them. I have no products on them. I'm just thinking of you. I'm thinking of how you can make your life healthier. I make soups in Vitamix. I grind things in Vitamix. I make pesto in Vitamix without cheese. I do a lot of things with Vitamix, and you can too. So we have to know that There's two things we're discussing. One is the meat because of the protein. If you eliminate red meat, you don't want to increase the amount of chicken. You want to replace the red meat with a protein substitute, a plant-based protein substitute. And when you're not drinking this meal twice a day or once a day, then you want to have salads. You want to have vegetables in your salad. You can have them julienned. You can have them made like a noodle. Okay, zucchini is one of those vegetables that has a little bit of leptin, but nothing compared to beans. So you can have that julienned in a salad. You can have all the vegetables in a salad, artichoke hearts. You can have organic olives. You can have so many different things in your salad, and you want to enjoy that. So cheese is off the list because if you're trying to stay fat-free or close to you want to have a good fat, the avocado that you're going to have, a half avocado in your drink in the morning with flax, hemp, avocado, and spinach. Okay. And then in the evening, you could have that same drink. Okay. And that would feed your body. Easy to digest. You're going to assimilate the nutrients. You're going to feel great. And you could change and do this for like 2 weeks and see the big change in your life. If you only did it for 2 weeks, you would see a lot of your symptomology change. And that is what we want. We all want to see changes. We all want to know something is going to work. All of us, including me. So when I try something, I want to know it's going to work. And so that's why I try it to see if it's going to work. Sometimes things don't work, and I don't report on those things. I'm reporting to you on the things that I've tried and I do and I know work. Okay. So this is good for your skin, for your hair, for your nails, for your heart. Everything I'm saying to you is going to keep you from aging the way that a lot of people age. And a lot of people age because they're overweight. And the weight contains all the cellulite contains the toxins. The toxins go to the cellulite, to the organs. And as we lose the weight, we want to make sure we keep detoxifying. Because all those toxins are going to come out when you lose the weight. So weight keeps the toxins on your body or in your body. So cellulite is full of toxins. We want to remove fat. So that takes exercise, going to a gym. Okay, some people say to me, oh, I don't feel good enough to exercise. And I say, start with this. So I take their finger and I go, start just going like this with your finger. That's an exercise. Then do it with 2 hands and do it for a minute. Then do it with all hands. So there's a way for you to start exercising the best that you can. Oh, I can see that the picture froze. So I don't know why that's happening, but I think you could still hear me. Just because the picture froze doesn't mean anything, I don't think. So we're going to continue with Natural Health Radio. We are on Facebook Live. So I think that we are good. And we are recording. I could see that we're recording even though the picture froze. So thank you for staying with us. We want to talk about one more important thing related to staying healthy, and it's stress. It's your emotions. Oh, my dear, you have to work on your emotions. Everybody has to. It's not about going to a therapist to talk it out, because it's about handling it so that you don't need to talk it out, that you really don't have to talk it out because you've resolved it. How would you like to resolve the issues within so that it just was gone and you could feel better from it? That's what you would do with the Meta Wellness Program. So the Meta Wellness Program is like a roto-rooter for your emotions, and it puts you in charge so that you can find the belief and the identity for any health issues that you may have. And as you go through life, issues come up because you're human. So because we're human, we're always having emotional issues. We're always having things to deal with, challenges to deal with. And sometimes we can handle a challenge just perfectly and really do it well, but we could still have emotions from having to do it, like dealing with the particular issue that is normally not very good. But I want to tell you about something is that I had to learn about my emotions at a very, very young age. And as I got older, and I turned 22, I developed a tumor on top of my uterus. And so rather than having surgery, I told the doctor that I would fix it myself because I felt like that I created it from my childhood and that I would want to have the experience of fixing it. I knew nothing about natural medicine. I knew nothing about health, and I definitely knew nothing about eating. I was eating all the wrong foods. And so I decided at 22 to handle this tumor by going to a health food store. After all, it's called health foods. That was the only thing I was basing it on. And so I went into a health food store in New York City on Lexington Avenue. And I saw, and here we are back, and I saw a book, and I picked it up by Paavo Airola called How to Get Well. And so that book helped me change my life and save my life. And I opened the book up to find out about the diet for tumors. And I followed the diet for tumors. And 6 months later, and I also worked on my emotions changed just from the diet. But I did work on my belief systems. I started reading more about that. And then I healed the tumor. In 6 months, it was gone. So, and in 6 months through x-rays and everything they did, this was a long time ago. They didn't even have MRIs, but they had x-rays. It was there before. It was palpable before. Afterwards, it was not there. It was not palpable, and it showed nothing. So the point is that you can heal yourself. Don't ever diminish the ability that you have as a human being to take on a new challenge and to win. Don't ever diminish that ability that you have. What you need to do is just do your research. So you could use this show as a part of your research. Okay, and you could use my website at wellnesscenter.net definitely as research. And then if you're interested in detoxifying your body from all the red meat that you ate, from all of the things that you have eaten in your life that potentially the toxins from those things are stored in your body, you can detoxify from that with the slow cleanse. And you can find that on drdaleswellnessstore.com. And at the wellnesscenter.net, you will find out a lot more research and have access to our membership as well. So the thing is that when I was only 22 dealing with this uterine tumor and fixing it myself, I felt like, okay, this is the first positive thing I've ever done in my life. This is the first thing I've ever seen that I could really do that I thought was important, and maybe I can help other people with this. And so it started me on my path of understanding more about food and how powerful it can be, even when you eliminate things, because I didn't take any supplements. I just changed my diet. What did I stop eating? Red meat, pizza, everyday pizza, hot dogs. I stopped eating all of the things that you would know not to eat today. And I just changed to eating vegetables, eating vegetarian. And I did that and it worked. And in 6 months, I didn't have a tumor. And I didn't take even vitamin C. I didn't take anything. I don't know if vitamin C was invented then. I can just tell you that a lot can be done with your diet that would be most helpful in your achieving the best possible life. So we talked today, a little bit of a wrap up. We talked today about leptins and leptins in food. We talked today about a protein smoothie, unlike any other, that will give you protein instead of a steak and be totally digestible, and you'll be able to utilize all of the nutrients and protein in it, and it will be better for you than a steak. And that red meat is proven to cause health issues because it raises your IGF-1 level, insulin growth factor 1 level in the blood, in the body, and that is proven to cause cancer and diabetes. So we want to eliminate red meat from our diet, but don't replace it with chicken. Replace it with the protein shake that I gave you a little bit earlier. And you can rewind this audio, this video, and you can share it. Please share it. Please send it out so people can be helped. We want to also know that our emotions and how we deal with things are very important. And I have a great toolkit. It's called the Meta Wellness Home Study Program. And this Meta Wellness Home Study Program is designed as a Roto-Rooter. I created it, and it's going to be the easiest way for you to take charge of specific emotions and events that have happened in your life that you know are responsible for things that are even happening today. Like, you know that things have not been right in your life since a certain thing happened. Okay, and that thing is still bothering you, you can get rid of it forever. It's called the Meta Wellness Home Study Course. I created it for you. Thousands of people use it with great success. There are testimonials on our website, wellnesscenter.net, and drdaleswellnessstore.com. So today we've been talking about leptins. Leptins cause thyroid problem, constipation, bloating, joint pain, headaches, weight gain, and severe digestive issues. So leptins in beans and in grains, that is the foods with the most leptins are those foods. So we want to have to be aware that if you have a thyroid problem and you don't know why you have it and it just started, or you've just been diagnosed with it, look at your diet. Just look at your diet and see if you're eating beans and rice, beans and a lot of grains, even if you're gluten-free. Gluten-free grains still contain leptin. Gluten-free grains still contain leptin. So the exciting part of all of this is this will change your life. This will make you healthier. This will make you feel very perky, very healthy, very happy. You'll be getting up in the morning and feeling different and not tired and not exhausted when you get up. Like when you eat red meat, a lot of athletes think that you need to eat a lot of meat. Okay? Not true. There's an Olympic champion, and many of them of Olympic athletes, and there's an Olympic champion in muscle, who is a weightlifter. He's Olympic champion. He's a complete vegetarian. Okay. And you have to look at other species. Okay. You're looking at a horse. A horse only eats grasses, and you got to look at the horse's muscles. They don't eat protein. They don't eat other animals. Okay. So protein and red meat is very hard to digest, and it does add to and create the IGF-1, elevated IGF-1 levels, insulin growth factor 1 in your body. So, and we look at other animals. And we see what they eat. Animals that are very muscular. Okay, so we know that there's a lot of protein in a vegetarian plant-based diet. And if you just once a day got rid of a red meat or animal-based meal and replaced it with this smoothie that I gave you, and I'll repeat it again, okay, then you will see a change in your health from doing that once a day. Okay. And that would be organic flax seeds, organic hemp seeds, organic avocados, and organic spinach. Put them all together and you will have a powerhouse of protein. Hemp seeds, hemp powder is a protein powder. Get it organically. Okay, and create that. You can put a little blueberries in there, a little stevia in there, a little almond milk, little coconut milk, and make it taste yummy. And it needs to be made in a Vitamix type device so that it is yummy and very smooth. Spinach is amazingly healthy for the body and for the vision and for many parts of the body, and has a lot of chlorophyll in it. The other thing I would highly recommend is spirulina. Spirulina is a plant-based microalgae, and a lot of people use it, and it's very healthy. It contains a lot of chlorophyll and it contains protein, so spirulina is good for the body. You might want to check into that as another option to put in there. I would say that if you did that once a day, and if you got rid of a meat-based meal, not necessarily breakfast, it could be dinner, could be lunch, that you will feel better in a week of doing that. So getting rid of red meat, replacing it with this smoothie, and if you don't eat red meat, great, then get rid of a chicken meal, one animal meal a day, and replace it with this. And we'll be talking about it on Facebook Live, hopefully, and you'll send me an email and tell me about your experiences. One of the things that's so important is that we connect, and that you can let me know things you want to hear on Facebook Live, Natural Health Radio. I really want to know about things that you're facing today and what you would need help with. A good way to do that is if you want to personally talk about your health issues, or just send me an email. And the email would be free, and you would do that by becoming a member of the Wellness Center. You would become a member of the Wellness Center. So you can do that on our website, wellnesscenter.net. The other thing I wanted to share with you, we're talking about toxins in food. We're talking about leptins, which are a fiber, which create health issues. Okay. And we're talking about eliminating meat. And because of the IGF level and all of the toxins in meat, even radiation from eating grass, grass-fed nuclear radiation is spewing all over the place, and it's in our oceans and our fish. So one of the things that we are facing today is an accumulation of glyphosate, which is in the pesticide. It's a pesticide in Roundup, okay? And it is the ingredient that is proven to cause cancer and many other health issues. So if you have ever eaten food that is not organic in your life, then you have glyphosate in your body, because it's on everything, and it's ingrained in the GMO seeds, as well as sprayed on all of the vegetables and fruits that are not organic, okay? So glyphosate can cause headaches, cancer, a number of different things, and it builds up in your body. It just doesn't immediately come out. It can store in your cellulite, in your fat, in your organs. It can contribute to the disease process. So I became very concerned about all of my patients and my friends and my family, and I created a remedy called Biotox Pest, P-E-S-T, and this has the homeopathic cure for glyphosates. It detoxifies glyphosates from your body. All you need is one bottle, and you need to follow the directions on the label, and it will take care of any glyphosates or pesticides that you've eaten in the past. Of course, if you're going to continue to eat them, then you would need to continue to take this a few days a week after you'd finish the initial bottle. So it's called Biotox Pest, Biotox, and then PEST. So it's 4-glyphosate, which is a pesticide, and to detoxify that, neutralize that, and remove that from your body. So we've had a very exciting show today with giving you information that will make a change in your life. And that's really the things that excite me, or things that can make changes in a person's life that I know if I give to you will work. I know it will work. That's why I'm sharing it with you. I'm only going to bring you things that will work, but you have to do it. That's the other thing, is there has to be an action plan where you have to actually do it. And I know my listeners are awesome, and they are in it to win it. They want to get better. They want to make changes, and they want to observe their health freedom to learn, to make changes, and to do it themselves, oftentimes with some help from me or others, but you want to only seek help that is 100% in the natural realm. There is no reason, in my feeling, to take a drug unless you're in an emergency accident. All other things can be handled with, whether it's definitely diet, and then we have nutraceuticals, cleansing herbs, and homeopathic medicine to help with elimination of all pathogens. So because in traditional naturopathy, we never recommend a medication because there's no need to do it. Unless if someone is in a car accident or in an accident, they go to the emergency room. That is where you want to go, to the emergency room, not to me. But if you have a health issue that is ongoing, and you are trying to work on it by doing medications, okay, this is not the right way. So I'm not telling you by any shape or means, do not stop the medication just willy-nilly like that. You have to have a plan. But if you want to start helping yourself so that you need less medications, do the diet I'm talking about. Okay. And then you will see a change and need less meds. And then your doctors can lower the medication. And then if you want to go even further than your diet, become a member. Check out what we have available at drdaleswellnessstore.com, including our amazing cleanses that will help you detoxify body, mind, which will only make spirit stronger. So we only have about 5 minutes left. Daryl and I are sitting here looking at all the monitors. We got everything moving for you. And sorry we had a little blackout today, but we got back on. And that's the important thing, is that we rose to the challenge, as Daryl always does. And he made it all right, just like Santa Claus.
We like to finish strong.
I'm going to finish strong. We definitely want to finish. Oh, and as we said that, it just went out again. Well, we're just about 4 minutes left. I want to give you our phone number. Should you want to give us a call and speak to our receptionist and find out more about our membership, call 800-219-1261. But honestly, everything is online in more detail, and you'll have it a lot right in front of you, and you can make copies of it and discuss it. Our membership is designed for your optimal wellness. It is part of a club called the Pro Wellness Private Membership Association, and it is a healthcare association, meaning that this is part of this club. When you join for $20 a month, you can email me whenever you want. You can make an appointment with me. And you may not even need those things because you will have protocols to look at, protocols to follow. You will know what to do for your body. You will have a lot more information for you and your family, and you will have a vaccine opt-out form for every state in the country, and you can share that information and have your friends join. So we are just about out of time. This has been such a great time for me to be able to share this with you. And remember to go to wellnesscenter.net and check everything out, and go to drdaleswellnessstore.com if you want to review any of our products. And some of you really want to help other people like I'm doing. They really want to become a nutritionist or a homeopath, and they want to enrich their life and help hundreds or thousands of other people enrich theirs. And if you would like to do that, go to the California College of Natural Medicine website at www.cconm.com. That's Charlie Ocean Natural NM medicine.com. So that's Charlie Ocean Natural Medicine.com, cconm.com, and read about our clinical nutrition training, our homeopathic medical practitioner training, which is modeled after my European training, and also our naturopathic practitioner training. I want to thank you so very much. Bye-bye for now.